Namaste, greetings to all, and welcome to another episode of One Way of Thinking About It. One Way of Thinking About It is a Q&A platform where we take up questions from individuals around the world, and we take about 10 or so minutes to deep dive into each question from our deepest understanding at this present moment. So with the foundation laid, let's get into it. So our question today comes in from Florida / Atlanta. They kind of, they kind of in two places at once. So we'll say Florida, Atlanta, Florida, Georgia. So welcome to, what is it called? The Georgia Florida line or something like that. We'll give it the Georgia Florida line. So welcome. Thank you for checking in, Georgia Florida. Thank you. Our question reads, how can opening your heart to loving life improve your life and the lives of everyone around you? Great question. Powerful question. One way of thinking about this is, what is a human being's natural, authentic state of being? That state of being would be an open heart, would be peace, harmony, bliss, connection, identification. This is the natural, authentic state of a human being. So we ask, why are we not always in this state of bliss, harmony, joy, ecstasy? Because everything that we do, really everything that we have been doing in our life has been to feel that feeling of our natural, authentic state of bliss, joy, harmony, connection. So why do we not feel this feeling or in this state all the time? And it is due to a closed heart. It is due to a conditioned mind, a misguided mind. So in opening our heart, the infinite possibilities that come from that is, man, it's said by so many of the greats and the masters and the teachers and people who have reached the ultimate states. But then just look at our own lives. In those times that we have opened our heart, because we've had moments where we opened our heart, where you have met a girl or met a boy or got a job or got so much money or acquired the desire that you were seeking, or your likes, your preferences, everything came together. You know that feeling of an open heart. You know that feeling of joy, bliss, ecstasy. Just, you know that. You got your swag on. You're moving with your swag effortlessly. All of us know this feeling. And this is that feeling that we keep contacting the objects and beings of the world and keep striving and struggling for that feeling of that open heart, that all that comes from it, all that, just that feeling. You try to explain it to people. We try to explain it to people, but you can't. But we all, I pray that everyone has felt that feeling before, because this is what we're living for. This is what we're working for. This is what we're struggling and striving for. But little do we know, this is our natural, authentic state. So we have to ask, why am I not in this state all of the time? Because it is said time and time again by all the greats, the masters, the The Jesuses, the Buddhas, the Krishnas, the Shivas, the Muhammads, all of them have reached this state, and they report back to us and say that it is possible to be in this state all the time, no matter the situation, circumstance that is going on outside of you. You can be in this state of bliss, harmony, peace, joy, ecstasy all the time. So now we have to ask, why am I not in this state? And it is said to be that, I like to say it in this way, it's because of all the rubbish that we have put on top of this energy, because it's energy that is naturally flowing through us. It's what the greats call the Shakti. On the East, India, they call it the Shakti flow, the energy that flows through us. It is that ecstasy energy. Why are we not feeling this all the time? Because it's the rubbish that we put on top of it that is blocking the heart, that is agitating the mind, frustrating the mind, angering the mind, and strangling the intellect, our ability to think and reason and judge and to assess, to analyze. So how can opening your heart improve your life and the lives of everyone around you? Just take a moment, a second, to remember that feeling of love, joy, bliss, harmony, connection. Take a moment to remember that feeling. Go back to an experience, an event that happened, a situation, a circumstance that took place that blew your mind, that blew your socks off, that knocked all that rubbish out of there, and you were just in that place. Imagine with me for a moment to be in this place 50% of the time, 75% of the time, 90% of the time. Because I don't think we can fathom to be in this state 100% of the time, no matter what, no matter the situation, circumstance of what's going on. The feelings of anger or sadness and death and all of these things can happen, but you still never lose your authentic natural state of bliss, harmony, peace, ecstasy. You still live life, you still go through these things. This is a state that most can't fathom, because they're like, hold on, what if I lost a loved one, or what if something happened? Wouldn't I be sad and all this stuff? You would have that feeling, but what are feelings? Feelings come to pass. They don't come to stay. But we become emotional and we hold on to these feelings, and we make them us. And this is what blocks the heart, because then we start to fear that heart, because when those things happen, those things that we dislike happen to us, the heart feels it, and then you know that feeling, that heart just that hurt, but that is a feeling. We have this human equipment, the body, the mind, the intellect, to feel things. That does not mean that it needs to take you out of harmony, bliss. It is a feeling. We're a full spectrum of feeling. There's nothing wrong with any feeling at all. That is the mind telling you that I don't like this feeling, or I like this feeling. I don't like that feeling, or I like this feeling. It's like the weather is coming to pass. We can sit with it and allow it to pass and not close our hearts. Remain with our hearts open and feel it. It's a good thing. You have this human body to feel it. So feel it. Allow it to pass. Don't block it and close down the heart. So how can this improve others' lives? Imagine that you were in a place where you did not need anything from any person or situation, that you just came to any situation, any person with no desires, that no selfish desire of needing anything from them to open your heart, to make you feel that natural, authentic state of yours of harmony, bliss, connection, identification, joy. Imagine you didn't need a person or a situation or things to go right to feel this feeling. You would be able to be of true service to any situation and anybody in your life. Now you could come to them and say, how can I love and support you in any way without needing anything from it, without needing anything from them? That is a very high state of being. And this is ultimately where human beings want to be. This is where we want to be. We want to be able to be of service to our loved ones, to our communities, to the people that we meet, to any situation that we approach or any challenge that comes our way, to be able to be in that place with an open heart, to be in that place of bliss and harmony and connection and ecstasy. Imagine how that would change a person's life, how that would change a challenge or a situation. This is what happens, or the possibilities of living with an open heart. So this is one way of thinking about it. If there's any questions or comments or clarifications, please leave them in the comment box below. Until next time, much love, health, peace, prosperity, and blessings to all, and namaste.